You are listening to episode 215 of the Peaceful Mind Podcast. Welcome to the Peaceful Mind Podcast, a place for creating the peace of mind you need to be the best mom you are created by God to be. If you want to bring more balance, more joy, and more peace to your motherhood, this is the place for you. I'm your host, certified life coach and Catholic mom, Danielle Tienel. In the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, let's get started. Welcome, beautiful souls, to another episode of the Peaceful Mind Podcast. I'm so thrilled that you're here. I'm your host, Danielle, and today's episode is for me to remind you of a simple yet profound truth, and that is, you are not a robot, mama. Now, I have a little bit of a smile on my face when I'm saying that phrase, and the reason is because of how it came to be and how it has evolved. It is just something over the last 4 years that I have been coaching clients. I have noticed that this phrase is something that is sort of become my signature. I say it a lot. And so I thought it was time to do a podcast a little bit about what that phrase means, or kind of like the scenarios that clients bring up to me that has me telling them this. It's sort of the way that I say it is like, I want to remind you, you are not a robot. Okay. So in this journey that we're taking on the podcast today, I want to explore the importance of this concept for you to realize, and also the importance of me time and why recognizing that we have human limits. Unlike a robot, yes, we have human limits, and it's not just necessary for us to enforce these limits, but it's sacred that we do. It's a sacred time that we honor our me time. And this is how we know that we're not robots, because machines are designed to perform tasks without rest, without the need for sleep or rejuvenation or even joy. Robots work tirelessly, they work efficiently, but they do so without complaint. And here's the catch. You, mom, are not a robot. Unlike these machines, we are beautifully human. We're crafted by God with care and intention, and included in this is the need for rest and renewal. So think about it. Even in the very design of our world, there is a rhythm. Day turns to night, seasons change, and all living things grow, rest, and rejuvenate in cycles. It's a divine reminder that rest is not only natural, but it's necessary. It's necessary for us as humans, and that is how, as moms, we become the best version of ourselves. And to be more efficient ourselves is to recall that it's vital that we have these cycles of growth, rest, rejuvenation. Yet, as busy moms, we often push this need aside. We pack our schedules, we juggle a whole bunch of responsibilities, and we even pride ourselves in our ability to keep going despite. But at what cost? Just as a candle flickers out without wax, we too can burn out without taking the time to replenish ourselves. So let's talk about redefining me time. I feel like so passionate about helping moms redefine me time for themselves and to really kind of open themselves up to seeing how the way all that they want to accomplish in their life is really an easier, more straight path when you reorder your life that makes me time a priority. And it's not just like an hour stolen for like a spa visit or a quick coffee alone, though those are wonderful. Don't get me wrong. I'm totally encourage them. But it's about acknowledging your human need for rest, for quiet, silence, and for moments of doing absolutely nothing without guilt. I know many of you are hearing that and being like, yeah, that's really hard for me. Doing absolutely nothing and not feeling guilty for it. Even just like, can you be bored for just 15 minutes, 30 minutes? I know that would be difficult for you all, but if you redefine it and you look at that rest and quiet and, moments of stillness without guilt, that will help you in the long run. So imagine if a robot tried to perform its tasks beyond its programming or without maintenance even. It would malfunction. It would break down. And in a way, we have our programming too. That programming is we have a need for sleep. We have a need for peace, for moments of joy, and ones that are actually not tied to our roles as mothers or partners or even professionals. So let that sink in for a little bit. This need for sleep, peace, moments of joy, yes, we want to find them in our professional life, in our motherhood, and with our relationship with our spouses, but we also need to find it outside of those roles. That's where the me time comes in. It's your maintenance. Me time is your maintenance. It's how you recharge your batteries, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. And I know that coaching is for sure mental me time and emotional and spiritual, and it definitely leads to better physical well-being too. But whether it's reading a book for you, sitting quietly in prayer time, taking a walk, or simply sitting with your thoughts, maybe journaling, these moments are your right. They're your necessity. So I want to challenge you to look at your week ahead. Where can you schedule your me time? And I mean actually schedule it as you would any important meeting, because this truly matters, mamas. I want you to see this time as non-negotiable. And I also don't want you to look at it as having to give up something in order to have it. I want you to look at having me time is what is going to actually help every other aspect of your life. It really is a sacred appointment with yourself and one that benefits you and your family greatly. You are just showing up as the mom you want to be when you are more filled and your just bucket is overflowing because you've added up many sacred me time moments. And this appointment, it's a declaration also that you're human, the declaration that you're not a machine and your needs matter, that you're not a robot. So remember, in the grand design, even God rested on the seventh day. It's a divine example set for us, signaling the importance of rest and reflection. And your me time, it's not a luxury. As much as your brain has been taught to think that it is, it's not. It's a fundamental part of your design. And as I kind of wrap up today's conversation about one of the most repeated phrases that has kind of become my signature, I want you to carry this message in your heart. You are not a robot. You are wonderfully complex. You're divinely created, a being who deserves moments of rest and renewal. And I want you to honor this design by embracing your need and desire for more me time. Okay, mamas, thank you for spending your time with me today. And if you know of a mom out there who you think is lacking the rest and rejuvenation and just, taking on too much, saying yes to everything, juggling a lot of things, you can see that they look burnt out or overwhelmed, please pass this on to them. Share the link, let them know that the Peaceful Mind podcast exists, and this episode in particular. And then if you are that person, I hope that today's episode was helpful and that has opened you up and that has really kind of moved the needle for you a little bit to get that scheduled on your calendar and to do something that gives you a sense of renewal. Okay, everyone, as always, thank you so much for being here. I love you all, and peace be with you always. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of the Peaceful Mind podcast. If you found value in today's episode, I'd be so grateful if you could subscribe and leave a review. It not only supports the podcast, but ensures you don't miss out on future episodes packed with insights and tools to create peace of mind in your busy mom life. And if you're of the Catholic faith like me or any Christian mom seeking to feel better in any area of your life and to show up more calm, connected, and confident, I can help. Become an empowered mom who knows how to bring about the changes you desire, no matter the circumstances. Whether you need one-on-one guidance to get there, prefer a group coaching program with like-minded women, or a self-study course, I've got you covered. Explore my private one-on-one packages, join my Busy to Balance group life coaching program, or delve into my signature course, Divine Time. To find out which path is right for you, let's meet and see what's the best fit. Schedule a free call with me at danielleteenel.com or send me a direct message on Facebook or Instagram at Danielle Teenel Coaching. And also, don't forget to get your copy of my book, The Cyclone Mom Method, How to Call on Your God-Given Power to Remain Calm, in Control, and Confident as a Busy Mom. Dive into the digital and bonus audio version when you go to book.danielleteenel.com/new-book. You'll find all the details in the show notes too. Until next time, peace be with you always.